I really enjoyed it. I am so excited to be here with you guys, and I love environments and atmosphere like this. I literally feel innovation happening while we're in here. So, I'm going to tell you a little bit about who I am, but first I'm going to tell you a story, but I need your participation while I do it, okay? So, what I'm going to do is every time I cue you guys, that means y'all got to make sure y'all pay attention. Every time I cue y'all, and I point out to y'all, y'all got to say this phrase for me, okay? She was determined. Got it? Let's do a test run. So it was a little girl who rode her bike and kept falling off her bike, and every day she got back from her bike and the teacher hollered about her bike. And the reason why she did that was because she was determined. I want you guys to say it one more time, but with power and conviction. She was determined. She was determined. Okay. So there was a little girl, and she was full of life and laughter and love. She grew up in this really big family, and they always clapped for her and encouraged her, saying that she could be anything that she wanted to be. They watched her while she choreographed because she said she was going to be on TV. She definitely was going to be a dancer. And she was always reciting lines from school days and the 5 heartbeats because she was going to be an actress too. She walked around her house on a little brown hairbrush saying, I believe the children are my future. Because she believed that if she didn't meet Whitney Houston one day, whom she adored, that she would be a Whitney Houston one day who was loved. This little girl looked outside of her project window, and as far as the eye can see, she had dreams and aspirations that were as far as the expansion of the sky, even though when she looked downstairs from the 20th floor window, everything looked so small. Contrary to what she believed when she looked into the sky. But that didn't change the attitude of this little girl because she was determined. Now, hearing gunshots was a norm for this little girl. Sirens from ambulance and firefighters. Those things happen all the time. People screaming, people in pain, people in danger. That was pretty normal for her. Dodging rats that walked around like stray cats, that was just what it was. And she walked through walkways and she walked through side streets where she stepped over bugs and homeless people, some dead and some alive. And she played this neat game. When she was on her way to school, then she would count the crack bottles that she walked over. Then she red, yellow, blue, green. This was her reality of what she saw every day. And even though what she saw every day was like a fairy tale and a fantasy of wanting more and better as she walked through her project hallways, that didn't change her. Because she was determined. Yes, she was. Now, just like two sides to every coin, I was in banking for 15 years, and what would happen with coins that was devalued, they were what we call mutilated. So we couldn't use them because they were all tarnished and messed up, and so we sent them back to the Federal Reserve to be destroyed, really burned. And just like two sides to that coin, every time she was built up, she was torn down. Every time that she would have great times of laughter because she loved to laugh, there would be times when she had to cry herself to sleep. Every time that she was really happy, she was really low. She was taken to church and she was taught how to pray and how to worship and how to express her gifts. And that's when she found that Jesus Christ was her Lord and Savior, who grew to be her Savior of her life. But at the same time, she was molested and she was abused and she was neglected. She was full of fear and anxiety. She turned to drugs and alcohol, and as a teenager, this young woman went to jail. She found a passion for counseling while she went to group home therapists. And it changed her life ultimately. But no matter what she faced, it didn't change anything because she was determined. So now, this young lady that endured so much, what do you think what kind of young lady she turned out to be from a teenager, from a child to a teenager to a young lady? She was full of depression, oppression. She was fully depressed. She suffered many different addictions to include people-pleasing addiction, which that was really her biggest vice. Scared of rejection and being abandoned like an orphan. The list goes on and on, but one of her welcoming thoughts was suicide every day. That gave her great comfort just to think that maybe I can just make everything quiet just for a little while so I can get some rest in my mind because the world is so loud and maybe I can sleep. Because that's the misconception of suicide. When people want to give up, they think there's peace in sleeping after it's over, when they really quit and they die inside before they die outside. But still something in her kept fighting and kept pushing because she was determined. So that little girl, born in South Bronx, New York, fat face, long thick hair, full of life, of laughter and love. Of course, was Kiana Sheen McBride, aka Kiana D. And I just needed to make sure I painted the picture so that you understood that the prerequisite for living a blessed, filled life, because that's the theme of us being here, has nothing to do with where you come from. The prerequisite of prosperity and success has nothing to do with the parents that you were born to, but it's what you've taken, everything that you've been through, everything that you've experienced. When you put that all together, you make a decision of who you want to be and what you're going to decide. It is an internal decision. An internal decision. Okay? So I'm Kiana Bryant of Kiana Bryant Impacts LLC. And what I do specifically is I help leaders that have been impacted in their identity through trauma. I help them thrive the kingdom life and business. So I wrote 4 books in 10 months and 1 main bestseller as an anthology. And that was nothing but the Lord. So I created programs and online courses. I do a lot of speaking, but I really empower people, which is really just you tapping into the inner part of you that's great. Right? So I'm going to give you guys gems. Now, I believe fully that adding value to your business is by adding value to your life, because you will only be, how you are mentally is that's really as far as your business is concerned. Your business won't be well if you're not mentally okay. Okay? You must be determined and tenacious in your pursuits, and you must be enduring. Now, when people talk about endurance, really it's hard. That means that you're being challenged, you're being pressed, you're being pulled. Endurance is not when everything is going well. Endurance is when you're going to endure discomfort. So you have to be enduring and saying, okay, I'm going to endure the long haul. But that endurance is fueled by an inner resolve. And that's the first point I want to give you, an inner resolve. You must establish an inner resolve, because that's what connects you to purpose, destiny, and vision. An inner resolve. It fuels you forward, and it makes you eliminate excuses. I'm not really big on excuses. I don't really like them. I mean, I understand that life happens. But when you make that decision, you'll work around it. So my daughter is a teenager, and I remember she cheered for many years, and she said, Mom, you know, I'm an athlete. They respect me as an athlete in school. And so because they respect me as an athlete, and she wanted to dance as a majorette in college, she's going to be 16 soon. She said, you know what, I just can't hang around certain things in school, and I can't be around certain people because I don't want them to influence me, and I get in trouble. I'm an athlete, I'm looked at differently. But she had an inner resolve that when she went to college, she saw future forward. That when she went to college, she knew that she had a reputation to uphold and a standard as an athlete. So that was her inner resolve. I'm going to do this thing. And all her decisions follow that. Okay, so the inner resolve. It also means, too, guys, don't be empowered here and then 3 months from now hit a challenge of adversity and say, I don't want to do this no more. Now, there's going to be times we say, I don't want to do this no more. I do all the time because people get on my nerves, and that's why I don't do one-on-one coaching no more. I do group coaching. Absolutely. Absolutely. But endure. Make the decision to endure. Let me give this jewel of wisdom. If you are a person that is well calculated, which I know that entrepreneurs are very, very creative, and you also think things through all the way out, and you think things through and you kind of replay them in your mind over and over again. If you ever have times in your life, and this is aside from this, if you ever have times in your life where you are mentally tormented, it's probably because there's a choice you need to make and you haven't made it yet. I noticed that the lingering of a decision or lack thereof a decision, which is ultimately still a decision, has to do with everything of you making a choice. Because whether it's a good choice or a bad choice, you still get some peace with the choice. So you must decide. You must decide. Determination will keep you emotionally in tune and intact. And entrepreneurship is an emotional roller coaster. It is an emotional roller coaster. So inner resolve was my number 1, if you guys are taking notes. My number 2 is don't be afraid to evolve. Now, Kiana Impacts LLC really formed in 2017, but I've been doing this for always. You know, what I'm doing to you guys, I was called a life coach way before I even knew what a life coach was. So now I'm a certified life and business coach, and I help people build their businesses and establish and connect their brand to the ministry and those things. I help them in the beginning basis and everything, but it didn't start off like that. All I wanted to do was write a greeting card company. Ever since I was little, I loved to write, and that's what I wanted to do. I just wanted a little greeting card company, and it was going to be called Shanice's Heart. And that's all I was going to do, because I tried to work at Hallmark then, and they was like, you know what, you're a little too deep. It's all good. That's all, I'll do it myself. I'll do it myself. So I started out with greeting cards, and then that transitioned into a blog, and then I started a women's association where I would go out in the community and pass out toys and coats for kids around Christmas time, and that transitioned to, I did consulting. I had a girlfriend that worked for an insurance company, and I consulted her, and guess what? She actually did business for it. I said, oh, I might know what I'm talking about. I had been in corporate America for 15 years, learned operation in corporate, and I had learned how to do so many things. And I said, you know what? I started thinking back then, if I can help her with that, with the experience that I had, not even thinking about entrepreneurship, maybe other people I can help. And although she was my best friend, of course I'm in charge, but maybe somebody to pay me. But guess what? She valued what I said. That's why I love the panelists said, because she valued what I said, and she actually put me on her payroll. She put me on payroll as her business consultant. So I began advising with her. So that consultation went to, I graduated from Liberty University with a bachelor's degree in psychology and counseling, psychology, business, everything had always been my dream. I'm pursuing my master's degree currently at Liberty University in marketing and digital media and advertising. So I'm hyped about that. Classes started lunch, pray for me. I'm hyped about that. So I started consulting, and it started growing. Other people started saying, you know what, I do need help. And I would do business consulting, and then I wrote those books, and that was nothing but God's grace. I just started, and I have a book writing workshop coming up on March 2nd, and let me tell you how I wrote the first book, and I wrote it in 6 weeks. And I never wrote a book before. I started my own publishing services company and published my own book. And let me tell you something, this is how I did this. I realized that when I was coaching people, if you're the person that everybody calls when they need somebody to talk to, they call you, they say, what do you think I should do? They call you for that. You are probably an expert if you answer 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7 people, and guess what? You can write a book about it. I said, I'm going to write and answer all your questions and put it in the book, and that's Choose Life, and that's over there. That was the first book, and I wrote it in 6 weeks, and I had never done anything like that before, because remember, I just wanted the greeting card. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. But I realized that your gifts, your talents, your innate abilities, the thing that may be easy for you may be hard for somebody else. And that's what you really press. That's what you really express, your gifts, your talents, your innate abilities. The thing that you do that's natural really makes you prosperous. Because that's that scripture in Proverbs 18:16 that says your gifts will make room for you and usher you to the presence of great men and women. So don't be afraid to evolve. And go, just go. You can't start until you start. Do not let procrastination and perfectionism hold you back from living your dreams. Please don't do that. If you wait till everything is perfect, you will never start. Half these women, these amazing women that was on this panel, they just had to start. And perfection, or not even perfection, because that's unrealistic, but the development of excellence took time as they grew. As they went, you pick up so much as you go. If I waited, I would still be waiting for Shanice's Heart Greeting Company, and I wouldn't even be here talking to y'all. I would still wait for everything perfect. Because I couldn't find where to host the cards, how much to charge for the cards, where to buy the cards. I don't want to mail it to you because you're going to take up too much of my time. So how am I going to give this to you? And I was like, that's not going to be electronic or digital. I don't really know what to do or how to start. I ain't have no help. It was so many things that happened with that. So just go. You get more as you go. And I guess my last point to you is, I call it branding, but I don't really want to go from the normal approach of branding of how we touched it. I want to talk about branding as far as making it a personal conviction to you. Making it a personal conviction to you. Because remember, your businesses are your ministries. That's the truth of the matter. Your businesses are your ministries. How many of you guys in here are coaches? Coaches? Doesn't matter what kind of coach. Certified. Just now? Certified in life and business? Yeah. If there was more in here, I thought there would be more. If there was more, I would have kept going and began to shade it down. So I would have probably said something like a single mom, or, had this many experience in financial systems and stuff like that. Because the point is that there's only you. It doesn't matter how many coaches in the room. There's only one family. with your experience and everything that you've been through that can really help me. And what's really important is that everybody has their own nation of people attached to you. So we're not for everybody. I'm not for everybody in this room, but I'm for some of you in this room. And so you never have to compare yourself or have the crab in the barrel mentality of thinking like we all can't win. Because we can. We can. Why not? Because there is enough for everyone. And that's to you if you feel like you're in a saturated market. You know, there's beautiful makeup artists in here. There's beautiful fashion designers in here. But it's only them that's unique to them. Your brand, your unique, authentic thumbprint is what distinguishes you from the best. That's really your brand. What makes you different? What's your unique difference? And really use that. I'm naturally passionate and dramatic. I just knew I was going to be somebody's actress. And although Lifetime is my pastime, I'm telling you, I really felt this thing. I thought I was going to make it. You know what I'm saying? I really thought so. But that's just who I am. That's who I am. And I love to laugh. And those are the things that drew those that I'm supposed to be called to me. It was just those natural things about me. How you become prosperous in your endeavors is when you attach your personal convictions to your base and foundation of your business. How you become prosperous in your endeavors is when you attach your personal convictions, which is your values and your morals. Please develop them if you have not, and for real, write them down. To your business and the foundation of your business, which is your business mission and vision. Okay? There is a special grace, guys, this year that is released upon every entrepreneur, I believe. 2019, I can feel it. Did you guys feel it when you walked into the room? This is not just a regular workshop. I can feel the brilliance, and I feel like God expressing genius through these businesses that are going to take place, and businesses that didn't even start. And even if your business started and you needed the support that you need, or even if your business started and it's not where you want to be as far as financially growing, it's time to do it now. It's time to take it a step further now. It's time to think outside the box now and stop playing it safe. Stop playing it safe. Create legacy with no regrets. This is more than business. This is a part of you. And when people are buying what they're buying, they're not just buying your product or your service, they're buying who you are. That's why you got to be yourself. You have a special grace and anointing to be yourself. Be the package in business. This is something I say. Be the package in business. Please be integral, have strong work ethic, and create quality product and services. My God, I fired 2 assistants in the past 3 months because they lacked one. Be the package. Be the package. Integral. A quality product or service and strong work ethic. Be integral in all that you do. Because you will draw what you are. You will draw what you are. In times of overwhelm and unprecedented situations, because they will come. They will come. But guess what? People will look on magazine covers and see your picture somewhere, and they will say, what's your phrase? Yeah, great talking to you all. Have a good afternoon.